hope everyone is having a great day. People, President Trump just told us some very important news. A trade deal has been made between the US and China. This is big. We already know what tomorrow will be like. Things are going to go off with fireworks. That's right. You can't write it down. Tomorrow will be like a movie. Things are going to go crazy in the market. There will be no stopping the stock market from going through the roof. Now you know what that means for crypto, right? Crypto will go crazy. We have a lot to talk about in this movie, but we're only going to make time for one important thing. XRP is what we'll look at. We're going to do some TA. There are a few signs that we will talk about. We are going to talk about the price levels that we think are the most important to break right now. We are going to use power and weakness. We're going to see what the market says. We are going to look at what kind of order we are in right now. If so, is it a strong breakout? Is it a bear? Is it not biased? The weekly XRP chart will then have some Fibonacci levels added to it. We'll see if everything fits together, because I think you'll be amazed and shocked when you see how perfectly all three signs line up when this video is over. A lot of people also ask me, Rip, how do you get these records? How are you getting this bull run so right? Okay everyone, we're about to do it. Don't wait any longer. Sit back and take it easy. It's going to be really nice for you. Let's get started. Bitcoin 104,175. That's gone up about 1% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum is now worth $2,500. It is going down 35% after a big rise of more than 36% in the last week. It looks good that both USDT and USDC are coming in at their dollar pegs, $2.36. It's okay. I like where we are. I told you that we would be very high on crypto in May and June, and it looks like I was right. I just released a brand new There's Something Wrong With You if you're not a Patreon user. Take care of yourself, do yourself a favor, and join the Patreon group, people. This will make you feel better. This will make your body feel better. This will help you deal with the bull market during this run. The run starts now and ends at the end of the year. There are also a lot of people who are always looking for answers. I know how Twitter works. It looks like I was on Twitter. I really did have one of those Twitter accounts. You can't get a straight answer because everyone has a different view. In the Patreon group, you should only talk to one person at a time. You can talk to me right away. You can send me a direct message. You can send me a message. Of course, you always get first or direct answers back. You get the charts I make. You know about the goals because I don't post everything on YouTube, right? In my tweets I talk about a lot of the basic things, but when I go into more detail you ask about goals and what we're looking at. I tell you, I told you this was coming. You know I didn't see where he put it up. The Patreon group is where a lot of the news is shared. We talk about the quant and Bitcoin XRP. We talk about everything. My new showcase will be up sometime next week. That and the amount of money I've put into each cryptocurrency will also be shown to you. You'll know when I'm trying to sell something. It's worth it, it's worth it. Check it out. You also get all of Google's movies without any ads. The link is below. Please give this to me. Tariffs are making news and working. The White House just said that the US and China have made a trade agreement. Tomorrow Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent will give an update on the trade talks. Tomorrow write down what I say. It's going to be crazy on the stock market. There will be booms. I mean, I think this is going to be one of the biggest rises we've seen in a long time. That's just what I think. Do not worry. What I did was go to Truth Social. I made sure the tweet was there. I can be seen right there. I told Trump to send Bitcoin to the moon. That's right, he is sending out the post. It seems likely that his next post will be made tomorrow. He said the next Truth Social post I make will be one of the most important and powerful ones I've ever made. Have fun. It's not out yet. I think it will come out tomorrow, after they announce the trade deal between the US and China. Let's move on to XRP. Let's go to TA. Support and resistance are the first things we'll look at. As you can see, green means help, and these support zones are resistance zones. People, there's nothing to mess around with. Wow, this is some important stuff. What do we want to get above? It's in red right here. We are going to look at this first place of pushback. 250. It cost $2.50 to begin with. We didn't do well enough. We were right on 246. 250 is going to be a pain. We'll get there. We're going to go over it and break it. It's a bit higher after this first zone, which is from 250 to 265. It's close to 271. We have some room to get to the 280 zone. Once that zone is broken, then there is resistance from 280 to $3. If you played video games as a kid, or even if you didn't, you probably know what this phrase means. The final boss, the main character. You get the idea. $3. That's the person in charge here. That's the same as finishing a level and getting ready to move on to the next one, the extra level. We want to pay attention to $3 here. We drop it on market oracles when we take away supply and push back. On Thursday the 8th, just a few days ago, you can see that we started a very strong rise. Okay. Also, we need to stay above $212 for XRP to stay in a strong upswing. The 1-day, 4-hour and 1-month XRP charts are all very strong right now. There is a 9 out of 10 on the top score and an 8 out of 10 on the combination score. We've gone to the room. Do you see these two shades of red up here? Let me tell you what those words mean. This is when the price changes or when we should expect it to change. This happens every day. The first place to aim for is 272. At that point we should expect a change to happen. It can cost anywhere from $272 to about $38. You can expect a turnaround somewhere in that area to show that okay, we just broke through a couple of crazy resistant areas. Let's make sure this is a real breakout. We will drop down and retest. I'll show you the Fibonacci levels below, but first we'll retest the levels we just talked about. $250, 272, 283 and $3. This is where we can get any extra cash we need before we go up. Remember those numbers I just showed you. The first area we're looking at is $250, then we talked about 250 to 272, and finally we talked about $3. As we get rid of these indicators, I want to show you just the Fibonacci chart on our weekly chart. Let's change this to 1 week. Let's push this down a bit. Make it a little smaller. Let's move on to February. February retracement. Those who are interested want to know how to draw a fibulation. You draw it from the chart's highest point, which is this wick's top, to its lowest point. Finally we've reached the top and are now making our way down to the bottom. There you go with your lies. Okay, that's pretty simple and easy to understand. You need to pay close attention to a few key numbers when we talk about Fibonacci levels. First let's talk about the 0.5 fib. Where is it seated? It's worth $2.50 right now. We just talked about how $2.50 is a very important resistance level for us that goes all the way up to about $272,273. The 618 Fibonacci level is, as we can see, at 271. This is a very important zone for the 618 people. The golden ratio is this number. This is because of the Fibonacci series, which has a ratio between two consecutively good numbers that gets close to 618. This is what we use to find starting places for a retracement, and it can help us figure out when market corrections will finish.